Welcome to Build, Automate, Scale by Connexus Hub. Module 1, Lesson 1, Starting the Right Business. Most businesses fail, not because they weren't good ideas, but because they weren't the right ideas for the people starting them. The key to success isn't chasing trends. It's choosing a business that aligns with you. In this lesson, I'll guide you through a proven process to discover the best business idea for you. We'll analyze your strengths, knowledge, and resources to ensure you're starting on solid ground. By the end, you'll have a clear framework for identifying your ideal business, plus a powerful validation technique that will help you test your idea before investing time and money. If you're serious about launching your dream business, hit the like button and subscribe. Drop a comment below telling me what skill or passion you'd love to turn into a business. Section 1. Identifying your strengths. Your strengths are the foundation of your business. If you start a business that doesn't align with what you're naturally good at, you'll constantly struggle. Instead, build on skills you already have or can develop quickly. Think about what comes naturally to you. What are you good at, even without trying? Are you great at problem solving, communication, design, technical skills, or sales? Your business should leverage these strengths. Take Sarah, for example. She always had a knack for organizing and streamlining workflows. Instead of jumping into dropshipping like everyone else, she started a virtual assistant business, helping small business owners organize their systems. Today, she runs a six-figure agency. Pro tips. Ask 3 to 5 people who know you well what they think your top strengths are. Look at what tasks come naturally to you and which ones people often ask for your help with. The better you understand your strengths, the easier it will be to build a business you actually enjoy and excel at. Now that you've identified your strengths, let's evaluate your knowledge and expertise. Section 2. Evaluating your knowledge and experience. Your business should be built around something you already know or something you can master quickly. The more you understand an industry, the easier it will be to succeed. Think about your work experience, education, and personal interests. What industries do you already have knowledge in? What skills have you developed over time? Let's say you've worked in finance for years. You might consider launching a consulting business, helping people manage their money or invest wisely. If you've spent years as a fitness enthusiast, why not create an online coaching program? Pro tips. Identify 3 to 5 topics you could teach a beginner. Write down the top questions people ask you about in your area of expertise. Leverage your knowledge and experience to create a business that solves real problems. Now, let's talk about the resources you need to bring your business idea to life. Section 3. Assessing your available resources. Many people assume they need a huge budget to start a business. That's not true. Successful entrepreneurs use whatever resources they have available. Resources aren't just money. They include your time, tools, network, and skills. Imagine you're a graphic designer with a laptop and internet access. You don't need to invest in inventory or expensive tools. You can start freelancing right away. But if you have capital but no time, investing in a franchise or automated business might be a better option. Pro tips. Create a list of the free or low-cost resources available to you. Leverage your network. Who do you know that can help? A smart business idea works within the resources you have today while scaling for the future. Now that we've assessed your strengths, knowledge, and resources, let's define your ideal business. Section 4. Defining your business idea. Now, let's bring everything together and craft your perfect business idea. The best business idea aligns with your strengths, knowledge, and resources. It's something you're good at, knowledgeable about, and capable of starting with what you have today. If you're skilled in marketing, knowledgeable about social media, and have time to invest, you could start a consulting service. But if you lack technical skills but have strong sales experience, an e-commerce business might be a better fit. Pro tips: write one sentence that defines your business idea. Make sure it aligns with your strengths, knowledge, and available resources. The right business isn't just about market trends, it's about what fits you best. Before we wrap up, let's recap what we've covered today. In this lesson, you learned how to discover the right business for you by assessing your strengths, knowledge, and resources. You also defined a business idea that aligns with your unique skills and background. Module 1, Lesson 2, Business Model, Researching and Identifying the Right Business Model. Have you ever had a business idea and wondered, how would this actually make money? Or maybe you're not even sure what a business model really is, but you know you need one. In this lesson, we're going to explore how to research and choose the right business model for your idea. Because let's face it, the wrong model can sink even the best product, while the right one can transform a small concept into a scalable success. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand different types of business models, you'll walk away with a simple framework to identify the one that best fits you. If you're excited to start building a business that works for you, hit that like button and let us know in the comments what kind of business you're thinking about, or drop an emoji if you're still figuring it out. Let's break down what a business model really is and why getting it right is a total game changer. Section 1. What is a business model? Before we can choose the right model, we need to define what a business model actually is. A business model is the blueprint for how your business creates, delivers, and captures value. In simple terms, it answers: who are your customers? What value do you provide? How do you make money from that value? For example, Netflix revolutionized entertainment not by creating better content, but by changing how people accessed it. They moved from DVD rentals to a subscription model, offering convenience, flexibility, and recurring revenue. Pro tips: keep it simple. If you can't explain your model in one sentence, it's probably too complicated. Focus on value first. Money follows value, not the other way around. Your business model is your foundation. It shapes everything from your pricing to your marketing to how you scale. Now that you understand what a business model is, let's explore the different types and which might work best for you. Section 2. Types of business models. Let's explore 5 of the most common business models used by entrepreneurs today. Product-based model. You sell physical or digital products. Example: selling a course on teachable or handmade products on Etsy. Service-based model. You provide your skills, time, or expertise. Example: freelance graphic designer or marketing consultant. Subscription model. Users pay regularly for access to content, tools, or products. Example: Spotify, Netflix, or monthly product boxes like Birchbox. Marketplace model. You connect buyers and sellers and take a cut of the transaction. Example: Airbnb or Upwork. Freemium model. You offer basic features for free and charge for upgrades. Example: LinkedIn, Dropbox, or Canva. Pro tips: subscription models are great for recurring revenue but require continuous value delivery. Marketplace models scale well but need critical mass to work. Freemium is effective but only if your paid offering is irresistible. Each model comes with trade-offs. The best one for you depends on your skills, goals, and target audience. Now, let's look at how to research and evaluate your options so you don't just guess. You choose smartly. Section 3. Researching potential business models. Choosing your model isn't about gut feeling. It's about informed decision-making. You need a combination of market insight, competitor analysis, and alignment with your personal strengths. First, understand your customers. What do they really need? Are they willing to pay? A great tip is to use surveys, forums, or interviews to get real answers. Analyze your competitors. What models are others using in your niche? Are they successful? Why or why not? Map out Revenue streams. Could you charge per product, per month, per result? Brainstorm all possibilities. Check for feasibility. Do you have the skills, time, and resources to make this work? Example: launching a health coaching business. You might start as a service, then offer courses, and finally build a membership community, stacking models as you grow. Pro tips: use a business model canvas to visualize all the key parts of your business. Validate with real conversations, but not just Google searches. Smart research removes the guesswork and lets you build your business on solid ground. Now that you've done your research, how do you actually choose the right model? Section 4, identifying the best fit. With all these options and research, how do you decide what to go with? The right business model is the one that's aligned with your goals, resonates with your audience, and is scalable. Ask yourself, is this model sustainable and scalable? Will it generate the kind of income I want? Does it excite me? Can I see myself doing this long term? If you're a solopreneur with limited time, a service model may work now, but long term, you may want to switch to a scalable product or subscription offer. Pro tips: don't worry about getting it perfect from day one. Start with the simplest model that fits your current situation. Then iterate and expand as you learn. Let's wrap this up with a quick recap and your next step. A business model defines how you deliver and monetize value. Popular models include product-based, service, subscription, marketplace, and freemium. Research is key. Understand your audience, your competition, and your own strengths. You don't need to have the perfect model. You need one that gets you moving. Remember, the best business models start small and evolve. Don't wait for perfection, take action. Module 1, Lesson 3, Market Validation, testing your idea to ensure product market fit. Imagine spending months building a product you're proud of, only to find out no one wants it. Ouch. That's the harsh reality many entrepreneurs face when they skip one essential step: market validation. In today's lesson, we'll walk through the exact steps to validate your business idea before you build anything. You'll learn how to test assumptions, gather feedback from your target audience, and refine your idea to ensure a perfect product-market fit. Stick around to the end. We'll show you a powerful but simple method that some of the biggest startups use to validate their ideas before they had a product. If you're excited to stop guessing and start building something people actually want, hit the like button and drop an emoji in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Let's dive in and validate that your idea isn't just good, it's needed. Section 1. What is market validation? Let's start by defining what market validation really means and why it's your first safety net. Market validation is the process of confirming whether there's a real demand for your idea. It helps you reduce the risk of failure, understand your audience, and refine your offer. Think about Dropbox. Before writing a single line of code, they released a short explainer video. That simple move validated their concept by generating massive interest and a waitlist of eager users. Pro tips: don't assume demand. Test for it. Don't ask friends and family for validation. Target real potential customers. Use clear, simple language when presenting your idea to avoid confusion. Market validation is your business's early warning system. Use it to verify demand, learn about your audience, and make smarter decisions. Now that you know what validation is, let's look at how to actually do it. Section 2. Methods for market validation. There are many ways to validate an idea. Here are 3 methods you can use right away, even on a budget. Choose the method that best suits your stage and resources, whether it's talking to people, launching a landing page, or building a simple MVP. Surveys and interviews. Tools like Typeform or Google Forms make it easy to gather structured feedback. Interviews go deeper and uncover motivations and pain points. MVP, minimum viable product. Build a stripped-down version of your idea to test interest and usability. It doesn't have to be perfect, just functional enough to test your core offer. Landing pages and pre-sales. Describe your offer on a simple landing page. Track email signups, click-throughs, or even pre-orders to gauge interest. Let's illustrate. Zappos didn't start with a warehouse of shoes. They tested their idea by posting photos online and fulfilling orders manually, proof of demand with minimal cost. Pro tips. Keep surveys short but impactful. Offer small incentives for interviews to get better participation. Use A/B testing to compare messaging on your landing page. Pick one method and run with it. Real data beats assumptions every time. Once you've gathered feedback, what do you do with it? Let's turn raw input into business insight. Section 3. Measuring feedback and refining your idea. Validation doesn't stop with collecting responses. Now it's time to interpret the results and refine your idea. There are two types of feedback to pay attention to: quantitative, numbers, and qualitative, comments and conversations. Quantitative feedback. Metrics like conversion rates, survey results, and sign-up counts help you see trends at scale. Qualitative feedback. Listen for patterns in what people say. Are they confused, excited? Do they understand the value? Let's look at an example. Slack started as an internal tool. Feedback from early users revealed it could solve broader communication challenges, prompting a successful pivot. Pro tips. Don't overreact to one comment. Look for patterns. Create a feedback log to track what you're hearing. Make one change at a time to see what truly moves the needle. Now it's your turn. Time to take action and apply what you've learned. Today you learned what market validation is and why it's essential. Proven methods to test your idea, like surveys, MVPs, and landing pages. How to interpret both qualitative and quantitative feedback to refine your concept. Validation isn't a one-and-done task. It's an ongoing process that evolves with your business. So pick one method and take action this week. Module 1, Lesson 4, Momentum Builders. Quick wins to launch your brand online. What if I told you that your first few actions as a founder could build unstoppable momentum for your brand? That something as simple as securing your domain or setting up your socials could move your business from idea to reality, and fast? Welcome to Lesson 4 of the Build, Automate, Scale series. In this session, we're covering momentum builders, the small strategic moves that make your business feel real, professional, and visible online. We'll walk through domain registration, logo creation, social handle setup, and building your professional email. Stick around until the end for a rapid-fire checklist that'll make these tasks nearly effortless, saving you hours of trial and error. If you're excited to give your brand a professional edge, hit the like button and leave an emoji in the comments to show you're ready to launch. And don't forget to subscribe for more step-by-step startup strategies. Section 1. Registering your domain name. Let's start with the most foundational asset in your online toolkit, your domain name. Your domain is your brand's digital home. It should be memorable, relevant, and easy to share. Imagine launching a sustainable fashion brand. Greenhaven.com gives off a clean, trustworthy vibe. Now compare that to ecofashionstore2024.net. It's cluttered and forgettable. Pro tips: keep it short and avoid hyphens or numbers. Use tools like GoDaddy or Namecheap to check availability. Secure alternate extensions like .co or .net to protect your brand. A strong domain builds authority from day one and makes your brand easy to find and trust. Once you own your digital address, let's design the symbol that brings your brand to life, your logo. Section 2. Creating a logo. Your logo is your brand's visual handshake. It's often the first image people associate with your business. A good logo captures your brand's identity with simplicity and style. Think about the Nike swoosh. It's just a curve. but it speaks volumes about motion, energy, and confidence. Pro tips: start with free tools like Canva, Luca, or Logo Maker. Choose whether you want a word mark, text-based, icon, or a hybrid. Ask friends, peers, or your target audience for honest feedback. You don't need to be a designer to create a great logo. Just be clear on your message and open to refining it. Now that your visuals are taking shape, it's time to go where your audience lives: social media. Section 3. Setting up social media handles. Social platforms are the modern storefronts. Let's make sure yours look open for business. Consistency is key. Use the same handle across platforms to build a cohesive and recognizable online presence. A boutique coffee shop might post daily brews on Instagram and engage with the local community on Facebook. Meanwhile, a consultancy might lean heavily on LinkedIn to connect with clients. Pro tips: claim your handles early, even if you're not posting yet. Use your logo as your profile picture for brand consistency. Write a compelling bio and include a link to your site or lead magnet. Your social media profile should instantly tell someone who you are, what you do, and how they can connect with you. And while your socials get attention, your communication also needs to look sharp. Let's talk about professional email addresses. Section 4. Building a professional email address. An email address might seem like a small detail, but it says a lot about your credibility. Infoyourbusiness.com signals trust. Yourbusiness123odds@gmail.com does not. Picture reaching out to a new supplier. Which address looks more legitimate? ContactGreenhaven.com or Greenhaven2022@gmail.com. Pro tips: use Google Workspace or Microsoft 365 to set up a branded email. Keep it simple. Info, body, hello, or your name all work well. Add email signatures for a professional touch. A branded email enhances trust and keeps your communications looking polished from day one. Let's recap. Today you learned how to secure a domain that gives your brand a professional home. Design a simple yet effective logo using beginner-friendly tools. Set up consistent and optimized social media handles. Create a professional email that enhances credibility. These aren't just tasks, they're momentum builders. They give you the clarity, confidence, and credibility to keep moving forward. So, take that first step today. You'll thank yourself tomorrow. Module 1, Lesson 5, Choosing the Right Business Structure. What if one decision could determine your business's future success or failure? Choosing the right business structure is that decision. It's not just about forms or legal jargon. It shapes your taxes, liability, funding potential, and even how fast you can grow. In this lesson, we'll break down the most common business structures: sole proprietorship, partnership, LLC, and corporation, and help you understand which is best suited for your unique business vision. Stick around to the end for a practical exercise. You can start right now to compare options based on your goals. If you're ready to build a strong foundation for your business, hit that like button and subscribe for more actionable strategies to help you launch and grow your dream venture. Let's explore how your business structure choice can shape everything from taxes to investor opportunities. Section 1. Overview of business structures. In this section, we'll cover the 4 most common entity types and how they work. Let's start with the basics. Sole proprietorship. You're the boss and the only boss. Simple, but you're personally liable for everything. Partnership. You share the work and the rewards, but you also share the risks. Limited liability company. Flexible and protective. Offers liability protection with fewer corporate formalities. Corporation. Best for serious scaling. More complex, but ideal for attracting investors. As an example, imagine you're a freelance designer starting solo. A sole proprietorship may be perfect, fast and low cost. But if you're launching a startup to raise capital, a corporation might be your best bet. Pro tips: don't let easy guide your decision. Sometimes what's easy now causes issues later. If you're unsure, LLCs often strike a solid balance between protection and flexibility. Now that we know what each type looks like, let's explore how to choose the right one for you. Section 2. Factors to consider when choosing a structure. This section is all about fit, how your business goals align with your entity type. Here are 5 crucial factors to weigh before deciding. Liability protection. How much personal risk are you willing to take? Tax implications. Will your business income be taxed once or twice? Ease of setup. Are you prepared for paperwork and annual filings? Funding needs. Will you need investors or outside capital? Growth plans. Is your structure built to scale with your ambition? Example. Say you're opening a boutique clothing store. You might choose an LLC for liability protection, but if you later decide to franchise, converting to a corporation could make more sense. Pro tips. Don't pick based on where you are today. Think 3 to 5 years ahead. Review your decision annually. What fits now may not fit forever. Most importantly, your entity should support your vision, not limit it. Section 3. Steps to set up your chosen business structure. Once you've decided on a structure, here's how to set it up right. Setting up your business structure can be straightforward if you follow the right steps. Let's break it down by structure. Sole proprietorship. Register your business name, get required permits, open a separate business bank account. Partnership. Create a partnership agreement in writing, register the business, define profit sharing clearly. Limited liability company. File articles of organization with your state or country. Create an operating agreement. Obtain an EIN, employer identification number, from the IRS. Corporation. File articles of incorporation. Establish bylaws. Hold your first board meeting. Let's take an example. A tech founder forming an LLC would register their business name, file articles of organization with the state, and create an operating agreement outlining member rules. Pro tips. Use reputable online services like LegalZoom or Stripe Atlas to simplify the process. Always double-check your state or country's legal requirements. Getting set up isn't hard, but skipping steps can cost you down the road. Create a comparison table listing the business structures available in your country. Rank them based on liability, tax benefits, ease of setup, and growth potential. Then, share your table in the Connexus Hub community or local entrepreneur group. Get real feedback from people who've been there. Let's recap. Your business structure influences everything: liability, taxes, growth potential, and how easy it is to bring in capital. Sole proprietorships and partnerships are simple but risky. LLCs and corporations offer more protection and flexibility if you're ready to handle the extra steps. Your next step? Match your business goals to the structure that best supports them. And don't forget, laws vary. Consult a legal or financial advisor in your area before finalizing anything. Module 1, Lesson 6, Crafting Your Unique Selling Point. What makes people stop, pay attention, and say, "I need this"? In today's saturated market, having a great product or service isn't enough. You need to clearly communicate why you're the right choice. In this lesson, we're diving into one of the most essential parts of building your business: your value proposition, your core promise to customers, and what makes you different. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with a powerful formula to help you clearly define your USP, and we'll even show you how industry disruptors do it. If you're excited to make your business stand out, hit the like button and drop a comment to let us know you're ready to craft your USP. Let's get into how you can define your unique value and make your brand unforgettable. Section 1. Understanding the value proposition. Let's start by breaking down what a value proposition really is and why it's at the heart of every successful business. A value proposition is a clear, concise statement that communicates who your ideal customer is, the specific problem you solve, how your solution is different, and why it matters. Take Slack, for example. Their value proposition? Be more productive at work with less effort. Slack brings all your communication together in one place. It's simple, direct, and focused on benefits. Pro tips: focus on clarity over cleverness. Speak directly to the pain points of your audience. Avoid buzzwords. Keep it human. Write down 3 core benefits your product or service provides. Then compare them to your top competitors. Ask yourself, what can I claim that they can't? Your value proposition should act like a magnet, pulling the right people toward your brand by clearly communicating how you improve their lives. Now that you understand the foundation, let's uncover what truly sets you apart. Your USP. Section 2. Identifying your unique selling point. Your USP is the secret sauce, the thing that makes your offer impossible to ignore. Your unique selling point highlights the one thing you do better or differently than anyone else in your space. How to identify it? Analyze competitors. What are they doing? Where are the gaps? Assess your strengths. What tech, process, or expertise do you uniquely bring? Understand your customer. What do they value most? Test and refine. Use real feedback to sharpen your message. Example: Warby Parker's unique selling point disrupted the eyewear industry. Prescription glasses starting at $95, including lenses. This is simple, transparent, and customer-friendly. Pro tips: don't try to be everything to everyone. Your unique selling point should feel bold but true. Test your message with real users, refine until it clicks. Your USP should not only reflect what you do, but why it matters and why it's better. Now let's bring it all together and actually write your compelling value proposition. Section 3. Crafting a compelling value proposition. Let's get practical. You know your USP. Now it's time to shape it into a message that sells. A strong value proposition has 4 essential parts. 1. Headline, a bold, clear statement of value. 2. Subheadline, a quick explainer or benefit. 3. Benefits, specific advantages or features. 4. Visuals, images or icons that support your message. Let's look at Airbnb's value proposition as an example. The headline, "Belong Anywhere," is supported by a subheadline stating, Airbnb connects travelers with unique homes, creating memorable experiences at affordable prices. Pro tips: keep your headlines short. Under 10 words is ideal. Use emotion and specificity to drive clarity. Show it, don't just say it. Visuals build trust and understanding. A well-crafted value proposition is your elevator pitch on steroids. It earns attention and builds trust fast. Your value proposition is your brand promise, clearly showing who it's for, what it solves, and why you're different. Your USP is the unique trait or advantage that sets you apart. A strong value proposition has a headline supporting detail, benefits, and visuals. Take 15 minutes after this lesson to write or refine your value proposition using the steps we covered. Then get real feedback. You'll be amazed how much clarity it brings to your business. Module 1, Lesson 7, Customer Persona, Defining Your Target Audience and Customer Journey. Have you ever launched something amazing, only to hear crickets? That's usually a sign you're speaking to everyone and connecting with no one. As marketing legend Seth Godin said, if you aim at everyone, you'll hit no one. In today's lesson, we're diving into one of the most powerful foundational tools you can have, the customer persona. By the end of this lesson, you'll know how to define and build a crystal clear picture of your ideal customer and map out their journey so your business can guide them every step of the way. Stick around until the end where I'll show you a simple framework to uncover untapped opportunities in your customer journey. It could be the key to unlocking your next growth leap. And hey, if you're building a business that truly puts your customers first, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. And drop a comment if you're ready to get clear on your ideal customer. Let's break down how to truly understand and serve your customer from persona to journey. Section 1. What is a customer persona and why does it matter? Let's start with the basics. What is a customer persona and why should you care? A customer persona is a semi-fictional character that represents your ideal customer. It's not just a name and a face, it's a story that includes their lifestyle, goals, pain points, and behaviors. Why it matters. It helps you speak your customer's language. You can design products, services, and experiences they actually want. It helps you avoid wasting time and money on the wrong audience. Think of Jane, a 35-year-old professional who values health and convenience. She's career-driven, short on time, and wants nutritious meals delivered fast. Boom! That's your target for a health-conscious meal delivery service. Pro tips: don't assume, research. Even a few customer interviews or social media polls can reveal real pain points. Section 2. Steps to creating detailed customer personas. Now, how do we actually build a persona? Step 1. Conduct research. Use tools like Google Forms, social media DMs, customer interviews, and analytics to learn who your audience really is. Step 2. Identify patterns. Group your customers by shared behaviors, goals, or challenges. Notice themes. Step 3. Build the persona. Include the following: name and photo. Yes, give them a face. Background, age, job, lifestyle. Goals and pain points. Buying behavior. Preferred communication channels. Example: tech-savvy Trevor, 28, graphic designer. Loves smart tools, hates clunky interfaces, prefers mobile-friendly platforms, and looks for affordability with premium features. Pro tips: make it human. Use storytelling. You're not building a spreadsheet, you're building empathy. Section 3. Mapping the customer journey. Once you know who you're serving, the next question is, what path do they take with your brand? The customer journey tracks every interaction a person has with your business, from first discovering you to becoming a raving fan. The 5 key stages. 1. Awareness. They learn you exist. 2. Consideration. They compare and evaluate. 3. Purchase. They decide to buy. 4. Retention. You keep them engaged. 5. Advocacy. They promote you to others. At each stage, ask yourself, what are they thinking or feeling? What action are they taking? What problems are they trying to solve? How can you add value? Let's say you run an online course platform. The 5 steps would probably be the following. Awareness. A learner sees an ad on Instagram. Consideration. They check reviews and course previews. Purchase. They sign up through a smooth, mobile-friendly checkout. Retention. You send helpful follow-up emails and course tips. Advocacy. They post a testimonial and refer a friend. Pro tips. Don't assume the journey is linear. It often loops. Make sure each touch point is friction-free and adds value. Let's recap. A customer persona helps you deeply understand your ideal customer. It's built through research, storytelling, and empathy. Mapping the customer journey ensures you're meeting them at every key stage with the right message and support. Your action item. Share it with peers or your team for feedback. It's one of the best exercises you can do to align your business with real people's needs. Module 1, Lesson 8, Writing a Simple, Actionable Business Plan. Have you ever heard the phrase, a goal without a plan is just a wish? That quote by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry perfectly captures why so many great business ideas never get off the ground, because they weren't backed by a real plan. Welcome to Lesson 8. Today, we're diving into one of the most crucial steps in launching a business: writing a business plan. But not the kind that gathers dust on a shelf. We're talking about a simple, strategic, and actionable plan that you'll actually use. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to map out your business idea into a clear roadmap for success. Plus, I'll share a quick framework you can use right away to build your one-page business plan. If this sounds useful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tips to take your business from concept to launch. And don't forget to drop a comment if you're ready to bring your business to life. Let's break down what makes a business plan powerful and practical. Section 1. Why you need a business plan. Let's start with why a business plan is more than just a formality. It gives you the following. Clarity. It helps you articulate your vision, your why, and your strategy. Funding power. Investors and lenders want to see that you've thought this through. Guidance. Think of it as your roadmap. It keeps you on course. Risk reduction. By identifying challenges early, you can plan around them. Imagine you're launching a coffee shop. Without a plan, you might forget to consider startup costs, location research, or marketing. But with a clear plan, you'll have these pieces lined up and ready to act on. Pro tips: even if you're self-funding and not pitching to investors, a plan keeps you grounded. It shows you where to go next when the road gets bumpy. Your business plan is your strategy, checklist, and insurance policy rolled into one. Now that you understand why a business plan matters, let's explore what goes into it. Section 2. Key components of a simple business plan. Your business plan doesn't have to be 50 pages long. A clear one-pager can be incredibly effective if it includes the right elements. Executive summary: the snapshot of your business, goals, and what sets you apart. Business description: the problem you're solving and who you're solving it for. Market analysis: a brief look at your industry, target market, and competition. Organization and management: your team or solo structure. Products/services: what you're offering and the value it brings. Marketing and sales strategy: how you'll reach and retain your customers. Financial plan: high-level income, expense, and funding projections. Milestones: what success looks like and when you expect to hit it. Pro tips: avoid overloading with jargon or unnecessary detail. You should be able to pitch this plan in 60 seconds. A simple business plan focuses on clarity and action. Every section should serve a clear purpose. Now let's make sure your plan doesn't just look good. It actually works. Section 3. Making your plan actionable. A good plan inspires action. Here's how to make sure yours does. Set SMART goals. The acronym. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It's a framework for setting goals that are clear, focused, and effective. Prioritize: focus first on what drives the most impact. Review often. A business evolves, your plan should too. Visualize. Use charts, timelines, and visuals to map progress. Pro tips: schedule a recurring monthly check-in with yourself or your team to review and adjust your plan. A business plan is only useful if it helps you move forward. Keep it live, simple, and active. Let's recap what we covered in this lesson. A business plan gives you clarity, direction, and a way to secure funding. You only need 8 core sections to get started. Keep it actionable with SMART goals, visuals, and regular updates. Draft your one-page business plan today. Start with placeholders if needed and refine from there. Module 1, Lesson 9, MVP creation. Build, test, and iterate smarter. Have you ever spent months perfecting a product, only to realize nobody wanted it? Here's the hard truth. Perfection can be the enemy of progress. In the startup world, building fast, testing smart, and iterating quickly often leads to greater success than building something perfect from the start. In this lesson, we're diving into the art of building a minimum viable product, your MVP. You'll learn how to strip your idea down to its core, build a lean version, and get real feedback that helps you refine without wasting time or money. Stick around till the end. We'll share a rapid prototyping tip that could shave weeks off your development timeline. If you're excited to stop guessing and start testing, hit that like button and let us know your MVP idea in the comments below, or drop an emoji if you're ready to launch. Let's break down what an MVP really is and why it's your secret weapon for launching smarter. Section 1. What is an MVP and why it matters? Before you dive into building, let's define the MVP. An MVP is the simplest, most pared-down version of your product that still solves a meaningful problem for your audience. It's not a half-baked version. It's a purposeful prototype to test, learn, and evolve. An MVP helps you validate your idea quickly, save resources, build based on real feedback, not assumptions. Take Dropbox, for example. Before writing a single line of back-end code, they created a simple explainer video. That alone helped them gauge interest and secure early adopters. Pro tips: avoid falling into the trap of overbuilding. If you're not a little embarrassed by your first version, you've probably waited too long. Ask yourself, what is the one problem your product absolutely must solve to be useful? Write that down. That's your MVP's focus. Transition. Section 2. Identifying core features of your MVP. Building an MVP isn't about cutting corners, it's about focusing on what truly matters. To identify your MVP features, focus on user needs. Prioritize essentials. What must be there for the product to work? Cut the fluff. Avoid over-engineering too soon. Say you're building a meal delivery app. Do you need push notifications, payments, and fancy filters on day one? Nope. Your MVP might just allow users to browse and place a meal order. Pro tips: create two lists, must-haves and nice-to-haves. Be ruthless. If a feature doesn't directly support your MVP's core problem, it can wait. All right, you've got the foundation. Now let's bring it to life with real tools and tactics. Section 3, the steps to build and test your MVP. It's time to get your MVP in front of real users, fast. Follow these 4 steps to launch lean. Prototype. Sketch it out using Figma, Canva, or even paper. Build. Use no-code tools like Webflow or Bubble to get a functional version up quickly. Launch. Share it with a test group, friends, a community, early supporters. Iterate. Use their feedback to improve your product step by step. Airbnb's MVP? A simple site with photos of their apartment. Guests could book directly through the page. That was enough to test the idea, and the rest is history. Pro tips: you don't need a developer to get started. With tools like Glide or Card, anyone can launch a simple MVP in days. Let's recap what we've covered. An MVP is a focused, simplified version of your product that solves a core problem. You should identify and prioritize only the most essential features. Use low-cost tools to prototype and launch quickly, then refine based on real feedback. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. MVPs help you validate your ideas while minimizing risk and maximizing learning. Module 1, Lesson 10. Pricing Strategies. Setting the right price for profitability and competitiveness. What's the difference between a business that grows sustainably and one that quietly fades away? More often than not, the answer lies in pricing. Pricing isn't just about slapping a number on your product. It's about strategy. Price too high, and you alienate potential buyers. Too low, and you might sell but struggle to survive. In today's lesson, we'll walk through how to confidently set a price that reflects your value, covers your costs, and positions you competitively in the market. You'll learn how to calculate break-even points, analyze what your competitors are doing, and choose a pricing model that supports your business goals. Stick around until the end because I'll also give you a simple worksheet you can use today to test and refine your pricing strategy. If you're excited to price your offer like a pro, hit that like button and drop a comment to let us know you're ready to make smart, profitable decisions. Let's break it down and start with the foundation: understanding your costs and margins. Section 1. Understanding costs and margins. Before you even think about setting your price, you need to understand what it costs to bring your product or service to life. There are two types of costs. Fixed costs. These stay the same no matter how much you sell. Think rent, insurance, and salaries. Variable costs. These change based on output, like materials, packaging, or delivery fees. Pro tips: never guess your cost. Track them diligently. Recalculate if your volume or expenses change over time. Understanding your break-even point gives you a realistic starting point for pricing. Once you've got that, you can layer on strategy. Section 2. Analyzing market and competitors. Now that you know your numbers, it's time to look outward, at the market and your competition. Your price doesn't exist in a vacuum. It needs to make sense in context, based on what your audience expects and what competitors are doing. Here are 3 steps to follow. Competitor analysis. Research similar offerings. What's the going rate? Customer perception. Are customers looking for a budget deal or premium quality? Value proposition. Why is your product worth what you're charging? Pro tips: survey or interview potential customers to understand what they value. Avoid pricing solely based on what others charge. Use it as a guide, not a rule. Your price should match the value you provide and where you sit in the competitive landscape. Let's move on to strategy: choosing the right pricing model to support your goals. Section 3. Choosing the right pricing model. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to pricing. The model you choose will depend on your product type, business model, and target market. Here's a list of 4 common pricing models. Cost plus pricing: add a markup to your costs. Value-based pricing: price based on the customer's perceived value. Penetration pricing: set a low price to enter the market and gain share. Premium pricing: price high to signal exclusivity or top-tier quality. Pro tips: don't lock into one model too early. Test and iterate. Subscription and tiered pricing models are great for digital and service-based businesses. Align your pricing model with your long-term business goals and how you want to be perceived in the market. Let's recap what we covered today. First, we broke down your fixed and variable costs to find your break-even point. Then, we explored how competitor research and customer perception influence your pricing. Finally, we looked at 4 powerful pricing models and how to pick the right one for your goals. Pricing isn't just math, it's strategy. And now you've got the tools to price your offers with confidence and clarity. Final thought: the right price can position you perfectly in the market and drive consistent profit. Don't leave it to guesswork. Make it a competitive advantage. Module 1, Lesson 11, Funding Foundations. Identifying funding sources like bootstrapping, investors, or crowdfunding. Let's face it, even the best business idea won't go far without fuel. And in business, fuel means funding. Whether you're launching your first product or scaling to the next level, knowing how to fund your business is essential. The good news? You don't need to be a finance expert or have deep-pocketed connections to get started. There are 3 core funding paths you can explore: bootstrapping, investors, and crowdfunding, and each comes with its own benefits, risks, and ideal use cases. In this lesson, you'll learn how to evaluate which funding option aligns best with your vision, your current resources, and your long-term goals. Stick around until the end. I'll walk you through how to choose a funding path that works right now and how to prepare your next steps. If you're excited to start building your dream business with the right backing, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below with an emoji if you're ready to fund your future. Let's explore the first and most personal funding path, bootstrapping. Section 1, Bootstrapping. Bootstrapping means building your business using your own resources. No investors, no loans, just grit and savings. With bootstrapping, you're relying on personal savings, revenue from initial sales, and reinvesting profits. Advantages: full control over decisions. No need to share ownership or give up equity. Forces lean, disciplined business practices. Challenges: slower growth potential, high personal financial risk, limited ability to scale without external capital. Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, bootstrapped her billion-dollar business with just $5,000 in savings. No outside investors. Pro tips: start with a lean business model and minimal fixed costs. Use revenue to fund growth as you go. Set a firm budget and avoid overextending yourself early on. Bootstrapping is perfect for founders who want control and have some savings to work with, but it requires careful budgeting and patience. Now, let's look at a very different approach, bringing in external funding through investors. Section 2, Seeking Investors. When you need more capital than you can supply yourself, raising funds from investors may be the right route. Investors provide funding in exchange for equity or a share of your profits. Common types include angel investors, venture capitalists, VCs, accelerators, and incubators. Advantages: access to large capital, strategic support and connections, boost business credibility. Challenges: loss of control and equity, pressure for fast growth and ROI, competitive and time-consuming pitch process. Dropbox started with just $15,000 from Y Combinator, an early investment that helped them scale into a global platform. Pro tips: create a compelling pitch deck with a clear value proposition. Understand what type of investor fits your stage. Don't pitch VCs for an early idea. Be prepared to answer tough questions on scalability, competition, and projections. Investor funding can supercharge your growth, but it comes with strings attached. Be sure you're ready to share the wheel. Want to fund your business and build a loyal community at the same time? Let's talk crowdfunding. Section 3, Crowdfunding. Crowdfunding lets you raise small amounts of money from many people, often before your product even launches. You raise funds through platforms like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, or GoFundMe by presenting your business idea publicly. Advantages: no equity loss, validates demand in real time, creates buzz and builds an early customer base. Challenges: success depends heavily on marketing, platform fees, and funding thresholds. Campaign planning takes significant effort. Pebble Technology raised over $10 million on Kickstarter, proving their smartwatch idea before production even began. Pro tips: create an engaging video to tell your story. Offer meaningful rewards to incentivize backers. Promote your campaign across multiple channels before launch. Crowdfunding works best for product-driven businesses with visual appeal and a compelling story, and it's a great way to gauge real market interest. Let's recap. Bootstrapping gives you control but demands discipline. Investors offer growth capital, but expect fast results and equity. Crowdfunding brings in capital and community if you can market well. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. The right funding strategy depends on your current stage, long-term goals, and risk tolerance. The most important thing? Start with what's within reach. Whether it's your savings or your story, leverage it. Module 1, Lesson 12, Team Basics, Hiring, Contracting, or Outsourcing Key Roles. As a founder, it's tempting to try to do everything yourself. But the truth is, no successful business is built alone. Whether it's hiring your first team member, bringing in a contractor for a specific task, or outsourcing entire functions. Assembling the right team is what turns ideas into scalable realities. In this lesson, we'll help you. Identify the most important roles your business needs right now. Decide between hiring, contracting, or outsourcing. Learn how to source and onboard the right people the smart way. And at the end, you'll walk away with a simple framework you can apply immediately to grow your team without overwhelming your budget. If you're excited to stop flying solo and start building a powerful support system, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment if you're ready to find your dream team. Let's start by mapping out the key roles every growing business needs. Section 1. Identifying key roles for your business. Before you start hiring or outsourcing, you need to define what roles your business actually needs to move forward. Think of your business like a machine. What functions are essential to keep it running? Key foundational roles often include operations for handling logistics, systems, and workflows. Marketing, to create visibility and attract leads. Sales, to convert leads into paying customers. Finance, to manage budgets, taxes, and cash flow. Product service development, to build and maintain what you're offering. Let's say you're a solo entrepreneur doing everything. Maybe you're managing the day-to-day yourself, but struggling to grow your brand. In this case, a freelance marketer could be your first key hire. Pro tips: audit your current time usage. What are you doing that someone else could do better or faster? Start by filling gaps that directly drive revenue or free up your time to focus on growth. You don't need a big team, you need the right roles at the right time. Once you know what roles to fill, the next question is should you hire, contract, or outsource? Section 2. Hiring versus contracting versus outsourcing. Let's look at the pros and cons of each engagement model so you can make smart decisions based on your business stage. Hiring, best for long-term core roles with consistent work, e.g., operations manager, account executive. Contracting, great for short-term or specialized projects, e.g., brand designer, copywriter. Outsourcing, ideal for repetitive or technical tasks that don't need in-house attention, e.g., IT, payroll. A small e-commerce brand might outsource bookkeeping to a virtual accounting firm, hire a part-time operations assistant, and contract a web designer for their product launch. Pro tips: hiring gives you control and consistency, but comes with overhead. Contracting gives you flexibility and expertise without long-term commitment. Outsourcing is efficient for scalable or non-core tasks, but requires strong communication. Each model has its place. Choose based on the role, budget, and how critical that task is to your core business. Now let's talk about finding the right people and setting them up for success. Section 3. Finding and onboarding the right talent. The hiring process doesn't stop at posting a job. It's about attracting the right fit and setting them up to thrive. Where you find talent depends on the engagement model. Hiring, use job boards like LinkedIn, Indeed, or local recruiting groups. Contracting, use freelance platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, or TopTalk. Outsourcing, partner with agencies or specialized providers, e.g., IT firms, VA services. Onboarding best practices. Create a clear job description or project brief. Share your business goals and expectations early. Provide access to tools, processes, and timelines. Schedule regular check-ins during the first 30 days. Say you're bringing on a virtual assistant. You can use Upwork to post a detailed job, shortlist candidates, and hold short interviews to evaluate communication and reliability. Once hired, you can set up a 30-day onboarding plan that includes task checklists and weekly syncs. Pro tips: focus on cultural fit just as much as skill set. Set clear KPIs so both sides know what success looks like. Don't ghost. Communication is everything. The right people, plus clear expectations. A stronger, more efficient business. Now it's your turn to take action and start building your team structure. Let's quickly recap. Start by identifying the roles that will make the biggest impact on your business right now. Choose the right engagement model, hire for core roles, contract for projects, and outsource for support functions. Use a structured onboarding to set your new team members up for success. You don't need a huge team to grow, you need strategic support. Every great founder starts with one good hire. Module 1, Lesson 13, Brand Identity. Establishing a brand voice, tone, and visuals. What makes you instantly recognize Apple, Nike, or Coca-Cola before they even say a word? It's not just their product, it's their brand identity, the way they speak, the colors they use, the emotions they evoke. As Scott Cook once said, a brand is no longer what we tell the consumer it is. It's what consumers tell each other it is. That means if you're not clearly shaping your brand identity, the world will do it for you. In today's lesson, we'll guide you through building a strong and consistent brand identity by defining your voice, setting the right tone, and crafting a visual style that sticks. Whether you're building a personal brand or a business empire, this will help you communicate more powerfully and authentically. By the end, you'll have a clear framework for crafting an identity that not only looks great, but feels right to your audience. Ready to build a brand, people? Remember, hit the like button and drop a comment if you're excited to bring your brand personality to life. Let's start by discovering your brand's unique voice, the foundation of how your business communicates. Section 1. Defining your brand voice. Your brand voice is the personality behind your words. It's how your brand sounds across every piece of content, from emails to ads. To define your voice, ask yourself, what are your core values? How do you want your audience to feel? Your voice should be consistent everywhere, but it must be genuine. If you're fun and quirky on Instagram but cold and robotic in email, your audience will feel the disconnect. Nike's brand voice is powerful and motivational. Just do it says it all. Short, bold, and encouraging. Pro tips. Think of your brand as a person. How would they talk in a conversation? Avoid mimicking competitors. Be authentic to what you stand for. Write a few sample lines or a short paragraph that captures your voice. Your brand voice should feel like a personality. Recognizable, confident, and consistent. Now that your voice is set, let's explore how your tone shifts based on context. Section 2. Establishing the right tone. If your brand voice is your personality, your tone is your mood. It changes depending on the situation while staying true to who you are. Different platforms or scenarios call for different tones. Playful and engaging for social media. Calm and empathetic for customer support. Professional and clear for press releases or investor decks. Your tone allows you to stay relatable without losing consistency. Starbucks is friendly and community-oriented. Whether it's a tweet or reply to a review, they stay warm and human. Pro tips. Create tone guidelines for different communication scenarios. Practice writing short messages using tone shifts: happy, apologetic, celebratory, etc. Tone allows you to adapt without losing authenticity, showing empathy, excitement, or professionalism when needed. We've shaped your voice and tone. Now let's bring your brand to life visually. Section 3. Developing a visual identity. Your brand visuals are the first thing people notice, and often what they remember most. Key elements of visual identity. Logo, your symbolic signature. Color palette. Choose 2 to 4 core colors that represent your emotion and energy. Typography, fonts that reflect your style: serious, playful, elegant, bold. Imagery, the type of photos or illustrations you use: modern, natural, bold, minimal. Think Coca-Cola, red and white, nostalgic script font, classic glass bottle imagery. Their visuals spark immediate recognition and emotion. Pro tips. Choose colors that evoke the right feelings. Blue, Chiadar's trust. Red, Jianar passion. Yellow, Arnaranot energy. Keep your style consistent across all channels. Website, social, packaging, etc. Less is more. Stick to a focused, repeatable set of visuals. A strong visual identity makes your brand memorable and builds trust before you even say a word. Let's recap what we covered. Your brand voice is your core personality. It should be clear, authentic, and consistent. Your tone adapts to different situations without losing your voice. Your visual identity brings everything to life through logo, colors, typography, and imagery. Together, these elements help you build a brand that's instantly recognizable, deeply resonant, and powerfully positioned in your audience's mind. Your brand identity isn't just what you say, it's how people feel when they engage with you. Take time to shape it intentionally. Module 1, Lesson 14, Digital Presence, Setting Up Your Website and Online Platforms. If your business is not on the internet, then your business will be out of business. That quote from Bill Gates isn't just bold, it's reality. In today's digital-first world, your online presence is your storefront, your sales pitch, and your brand ambassador, all rolled into one. Whether you're selling products, booking clients, or simply building awareness, your website and online platforms are where the action happens. In this lesson, we'll show you how to set up a clean, professional website, choose and integrate the right social platforms, and optimize your digital footprint for maximum visibility and impact. Stick around until the end because I'll share a simple action plan to help you get your site and socials up in 1 week, even if you're starting from scratch. If you're excited to show the world what you're building, hit that like button and drop an emoji in the comments to let us know you're ready to go live. Let's start by building the foundation of your digital presence, your website. Section 1. Building your website. Your website is your home base online. It's where people go to learn about your brand, trust you, and take action. A great website should reflect your brand. Use your colors, fonts, visuals, and voice consistently. Be user-friendly, easy to navigate, mobile responsive, and fast. Make sure it includes those key pages. Home, with a clear headline and a call to action. About share your story and mission. Products or services, what you offer and how it helps. Contact, easy way to get in touch. Optionally, you may want to add a blog space. This brings educational or entertaining content to build trust. Example: a local bakery website might feature high-quality photos of its pastries, a short story about the founders, and an Order Now button front and center. Pro tips: start with website builders like Wix, Squarespace, or WordPress. No coding needed. Keep your design clean and your message simple. Always include a call to action above the fold. Your website should work like a 24/7 team member, welcoming visitors, communicating your value, and guiding them toward action. With your website taking shape, let's talk about where your audience hangs out. On social platforms. Section 2. Selecting and integrating online platforms. Your social platforms are how you extend your reach, build relationships, and stay top of mind between visits to your website. Pick platforms that align with your brand and audience. Instagram, visual storytelling for food, fashion, lifestyle. LinkedIn, B2B, professional services, thought leadership. Facebook, community building, local marketing, events. TikTok, short-form creative content for younger audiences. Integrate these platforms with your website by linking to your social profiles, embedding feeds on your site, adding share buttons to blog content or product pages. Pro tips: don't try to be everywhere. Start with 1 to 2 platforms you can commit to. Reuse and repurpose content between platforms. Stay consistent with your brand visuals and voice. Your online platform should feel like extensions of your brand, amplifying your message and directing people back to your website. Now let's make sure your digital presence isn't just set up, it's optimized for results. Section 3. Optimizing your digital presence. Once your site and socials are live, it's time to dial in performance. This is where real growth happens. SEO, search engine optimization. Help people find your site on Google by using keywords, clean URLs, and meta descriptions. Content strategy. Consistent posts and blog articles help build trust and authority. Analytics tools. Platforms like Google Analytics, Facebook Insights, and Instagram Analytics show you what's working and what's not. As an example, Travel Blogger could rank on Google for best beaches in Southeast Asia, gain traffic to their blog, and use analytics to see which articles convert best. Pro tips. Use free tools like Ubersuggest or Google Keyword Planner for SEO. Focus on solving problems or answering questions in your content. Review analytics weekly and adjust your content plan accordingly. Optimization turns a good digital presence into a growth engine through visibility, data, and smart strategy. Let's recap what we've learned. Your website is your central hub. Make it clear, branded, and action-oriented. Your social platforms amplify your voice and deepen engagement. Optimizing with SEO, content, and analytics ensures long-term visibility and growth. The internet is the new real estate, and your brand deserves prime location. Start simple, stay consistent, and optimize as you grow. Module 1, Lesson 15, Launch Plan. Planning your go-to-market strategy for day 1. You've built your product, refined your brand, and set up your digital presence. But now comes the moment that truly matters, your launch. As Benjamin Franklin wisely said, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. And when it comes to launching your business, this couldn't be more true. Even the best product in the world can fall flat without a well-executed go-to-market strategy. In this lesson, we're going to map out a launch plan that's not only strategic, but actionable. One that gets your offering in front of the right people, with the right message, at the right time. Stick with me to the end because I'll show you how to pull it all together into a one-page GTM plan that sets your business up for success from day 1. If you're excited to launch with impact, hit the like button and comment if you're ready to go live strong. Let's kick off by defining the most important part of your launch, your target market. Section 1, Defining your target market. Your launch can't succeed if you're trying to speak to everyone. You need to know exactly who you're launching to. Define your ideal customer using demographics, age, gender, income, location, psychographics, beliefs, values, interests, behavioral traits, buying habits, pain points, lifestyle choices. A fitness app for millennials might target urban professionals who value convenience, wellness, and mobile-first solutions. Pro tips: build a detailed customer persona. Use surveys or competitor research to validate assumptions. Focus on the needs your product solves, not just features. Knowing your audience ensures every decision in your launch, from messaging to channels, is laser-focused. Now that you know who you're talking to, let's define why they should listen, your unique value proposition. Section 2, Crafting your unique value proposition. Your UVP is what makes you stand out. It's the answer to, why should I choose you? Your UVP should clearly state the problem you solve, the benefit you deliver, and what makes you different. Zoom's UVP. Seamless video communication for businesses and individuals. Simple, focused, effective. Pro tips: focus on outcomes, not features. Use clear, jargon-free language. Test your UVP with real people for clarity. A strong UVP positions your offer as the obvious choice for your ideal customer. Now let's look at how you'll actually reach that audience, your marketing channels and tactics. Section 3, Identifying key channels and tactics. Even the best messaging won't matter if you're sharing it in the wrong places. Let's pick the right platforms for your launch. Here are some key channels. Social media for brand awareness, engagement, and community. Email marketing for nurturing leads and driving conversions. Paid ads for quick reach and targeted traffic. Partnerships, influencers for added credibility and fast trust building. Pro tips: start with 2 to 3 channels where your audience already spends time. Repurpose content across platforms to save time. Track performance from day one. The right channels and tactics put your offer in front of the people who are most likely to buy. Now let's set goals so you can measure your success and course correct if needed. Section 4. Setting goals and KPIs. What does launch success look like to you? Let's make it measurable. Use the SMART goal framework. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Example goals: get 100 email signups in 30 days. Make your first 10 sales in week 1. Achieve 20% website traffic growth in your first month. Pro tips: start with the 3 launch goals. Assign KPIs to each goal, like email signups, conversions, or traffic. Review your progress weekly to stay agile. Clear goals, plus real data, a smarter, more successful launch. Let's recap what we covered today. Define who you're launching to with a clear customer profile. Craft a compelling UVP that makes you stand out. Choose channels and tactics that align with your audience. Set SMART goals and KPIs so you can track progress and improve. Your launch is not just a day, it's a strategy. And with the right plan in place, you can turn curiosity into customers from day one. If this helped you feel confident about launching, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat. Up next, Module 2, Automate. You've built and launched. Now let's explore how to streamline your operations and scale with systems. Don't miss it.